Hi, everybody. Welcome back to In the Cards and Stars. I'm your host, Britt Madrid Mogensen, and today we are spilling some tea on the Golden Globes. The hottest stories, some of the gossip. The most noticeable thing Ethan Slater was not in attendance. Like, what? Now, of course, we all know that Lily J's article with The Cut not too long ago finally told her side of the story. And I was really wondering what the vibe was going to be between Ethan and Ariana at the Golden Globes. Like, I was looking forward to seeing how they were. Are they going to walk on the carpet together? And I know that a lot of people were thinking the same thing. Here we go. According to harpersbazaar.com, Ethan Slater was noticeably absent from the 2025 Golden Globes. The actor wasn't spotted at tonight's ceremony despite Wicked's many nominations. This is so strange. Wicked was one of this year's biggest films, producing drama both on and off the big screen. Well played. With a larger than life press tour and all eyes on the superstar cast, including Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, it's no surprise the musical movie adaptation was nominated for plenty of awards at the 2025 Golden Globes. But as the stars of the movie walked the red carpet tonight at the Beverly Hilton, there was one face noticeably missing: Ethan Slater. The Tony Award nominated actor who plays Bach, a Munchkinlander man in love with Grande's character Glinda. I mean, gosh, guys, it's poetic, isn't it? Skipped out on this year's awards ceremony despite Wicked's slew of nominations. His girlfriend Grande was nominated in the category of Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. Okay. She wore the strapless gold gown with white opera gloves. I felt like she was trying to be very demure. I mean, by now, I feel like a lot of us know about some of the inner workings. We know what's going on. We know that it's all about image, and we tell it like it is around here. So to me, it looked like Ariana was definitely trying to look demure, to look very mindful. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like an act. And I think it's really strange that Ethan wasn't there. He just flat out didn't show up. Now, previously, let's head back to December 27th. And this article came out in Us Weekly. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are in a honeymoon phase of pure bliss amid Wicked success. Exclusive. So this means that allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, this means that most likely their publicist had a hand in this, planning this story after the Cut article came out. This reminds me of the articles that were coming out when Ben Affleck was absent from the Met Gala the year that Jennifer Lopez was one of the co-chairs, and it was such a big deal to her. And they ended up getting divorced and admitted that they were already separated at that point. However, the night that he wasn't there and she was like posing and acting like everything was fine, so many articles came out about what Ben was doing, how he was working. So I feel like when there are a lot of like preemptive articles, preemptive press to try to like smooth things over and get us to think something else, it can be an indication that the opposite is going on. You know what I mean? It's like round and round we go. Very strange. So I feel like they put this article out, allegedly, all my opinion. I feel like they put this article out because they were having issues. And I think that Ethan didn't show up because they are having issues and they may even have broken up. So here's what the very fluffy, over the top article says about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are inseparable as they continue to enjoy the latest chapter of their relationship in the wake of Wicked's box office success. Like, give me a break. Ariana and Ethan have written a whole new book together, as source tells Us Weekly exclusively. Even though they've been together for more than a year, Grande 31 and Slater 32 are still in the honeymoon phase of pure bliss, a second insider shares with us. Okay, that sounds so fake to me. You guys, please comment below if you're watching on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure Spotify now has the option to comment. So please let me know what you guys think. The Ariana and Ethan have written a whole new book together. To me, that's like, don't listen to what was said about their past. Like, that's over. The Lily J book has been closed. Like, gross. I am so grossed out, you guys. I'm grossed out. I won't get over it. If y'all haven't read the article yet that Lily J did with the cut, I will link it below so you guys can read it. It is, I don't know. You have to see it. It's just like my heart goes out to her. The Wicked press tour made their relationship even stronger. No, it did not. Like, all of this looks like lies to me, you guys. Come on. It's like the opposite is actually true. The Wicked press tour made their relationship ever stronger. Oh, ever stronger, excuse me. And Ariana is over the moon about Ethan, the source continued. They have so much in common, which is something Ari never had with past relationships. This sounds so fake. It sounds like they're about to break up or have broken up. Grande's romance with Slater is a new dynamic for the singer. Like, oh, I'm so different now. Everything's so different. We're not like that. Like, we are not the people we used to be when we were cheating and when I met Ethan's baby and his wife. Um, that's not me anymore. Like, what? This is crazy. The first source adds that the couple is living in bliss following the release of Wicked, adding that their friends are fully supportive. Like, this is so gross and weird. Their friends are fully supportive. Like, why are you guys even saying this? So, obviously, fake. In my opinion, this is trying to cover up how they're actually feeling, what's really going on behind the scenes, and obviously to try to smooth over what is not going to be able to be smoothed over. And that is the fact that the truth is finally out about what actually happened behind the scenes, that it wasn't this thing that just kind of miraculously came together at the right time, that there were really bad things that did go on, and that Lily J was betrayed and that Ethan did leave his family. I mean, is what it is. So being honest about it, it's at least a little bit more respectable. Let's just pull a card on why Ethan Slater didn't attend the Golden Globes tonight. All this is for entertainment purposes only. I got to say it like a million times. Why didn't Ethan attend the Golden Globes tonight? Stop it. You guys cannot make this up. The 10 of Swords, an emotional ending, a breakup. Look at that. It's an ending. It's a breakup. They broke up. Okay. I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to say they broke up. I mean, do we need to go on? Like, let's get a clarifier. Or actually, let's get his role in the breakup. Then let's get Ariana's role in the breakup. So Ethan's role in the breakup. The 7 of Pentacles, having to do spiritual work. Okay. Ariana's role in the breakup, allegedly. Four of Wands in reverse. So in the upright, this is like celebrating a marriage, a relationship, a big milestone. I've even pulled this before to predict like that someone was going to end up buying a house together and like they did. So this can mean, I mean, 4 of Wands, this can mean like anything like home and family related, anything that's like grounded and something that you guys celebrate together. In reverse, this is basically her deciding that she didn't want it anymore. So I think that she's the one that broke up with him. We probably all could have predicted that one. But then the 7 of Pentacles is because he's needing to do spiritual work. I just got goosebumps. So yeah, it's like leaving him to his own life lessons. Like, and a lot of that I'm sure has to do with him realizing that he got dumped by the woman that he left his family for. And if that's not karma, I don't know what is. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Did Lily J's cut article being released have anything to do with the breakup? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. The 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is my three's a crowd card. I read this as a third party card because it's 3 people, each with cups, cheesecake. If you know the symbolism of Golden Girls, you know what this means. Wow. I mean, this is so clear. This is such a clear-cut reading, you guys. You know I get so excited when the cards come through like this. He wasn't there because 10 of Swords breakup. He had to do spiritual work. She was over the relationship. Like, are you kidding? And did Lily J's article have anything to do with it? The answer is absolutely yes. 3 of Cups. 3 was a crowd. Her coming out with it was bad for Ariana Grande's image. I feel like she was ready to just like move on. And this kind of was a perfect excuse. I think she also wasn't excited about it anymore. But the answer is yes, it was the catalyst. The cut article coming out was the catalyst that led to this breakup. That was so much more cut and dry than I expected. Okay, I guess moving on to the next one. Lord, okay, when the tea is just spilling so easy. All right, so this one, actually, let's end on a positive note. Oh, I guess the next 2 stories are kind of positive. Okay. So we have some good positivity. Love to see it. So, first of all, Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are obviously not having a baby, at least not at this time. Kylie Jenner was in a slinky silver, low backed gown. She looked really, really beautiful. They sat next to each other. They did not walk the red carpet together, which I've realized now that's actually not too weird with certain award shows because most of the celebrities that were nominated did not walk with their partner. I guess it's so that they can have like their moment in the spotlight, which I think that's very nice. That makes sense. It's their time to shine and to, pose for the cameras and be appreciative of their accomplishments and all of that. So, like, that makes sense. But then they did show in the Golden Globes, because I watched that and we streamed it over on the Oris channel and did our reactions. I was like looking in the room, like, oh my God, is Kylie going to be there? Is she not going to be there? Because the day before, Timothy was asked by, I believe it was Entertainment Tonight, about Kylie. And he very awkwardly answered the question by saying, like, that he was just happy to be there with his peers or something and just kind of like sidestepped the question about Kylie, pretended like that didn't happen, made kind of a weird, like micro aggressive facial expression. Now, I think after seeing the footage of them together at the Golden Globe Awards, I don't think that it had anything to do with wanting to hide Kylie. I think it had everything to do with Timothy being annoyed and a Capricorn and annoyed that someone was trying to pry into his private life. Capricorns are very serious, especially when it comes to what they love and what they want to build in their life. Capricorns, Tauruses, and Virgos, the three earth signs, they take building things very seriously. Do not mess with something that an earth sign is building, whether it be a physical building, a career, a relationship. Like they tend to protect and want to build on solid foundation. And so now it all kind of makes sense. I feel like he just was wanting to hide the relationship because it's almost like he wants to keep it away from the gossip, the Hollywood stuff. It just seems like that's his way of trying to keep things more healthy. And I think that's actually a good idea. That makes a lot of sense. You got to keep all the ego stuff out of it and just have a relationship with someone else, with another human being. And from the videos that are circulating, like they just look so happy. They were kissing in between the commercial breaks, and it just looked so sweet and very wholesome. There was this one video that someone took where Kylie was like taking a picture of Timothy with like a digital camera, like kind of giggling, and like it just was very sweet and they look very happy and very genuine. And I just love it. So very positive. Let's pull a couple of cards on their relationship and maybe like what's next for them. And who knows? They're both young. Maybe nothing's next for them right now except continuing to enjoy their happiness. But I still think we should pull some cards just for fun. Get a little positive message for them. What's the positivity on Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. The Emperor. Ooh, okay. We've gotten the Emperor card for him before. So he's feeling powerful. He's feeling good about himself. Very good with like Capricorn energy. He did not win the Golden Globe for his performance in the Bob Dylan biopic, but that doesn't mean that he won't win something else this award season. I think he's feeling very confident. He's feeling good and like just kind of feeling like he's in his element. And like I said, he's a Capricorn. So for a Capricorn to feel like the Emperor, very positive. This is really like just you living your truth, being your best self. So, okay, I love that. He's happy. He's in a good place. Okay, what else do we have on their relationship? The World card in reverse. Okay, things are changing for them. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. My cup runneth over with love. I think that they will be reaching a higher stage of commitment. And I think that because he's in this emperor mode now, I definitely think that people have to get to that like stable place before they really feel ready to make like a commitment to someone else. And it looks to me like he is feeling stable about like the person he is now, who he wants to be. He's starting to really solidify his identity as like, an adult man with what he wants, his job. Like it looks like that is really becoming stable for him. So the world in reverse, this is a change on the horizon. And the Ace of Cups is something that is emotionally fulfilling, an emotionally fulfilling change. Okay. Cards are, okay, let's see. What could this change be? Any more info on this emotionally fulfilling change? We have the 10 of Wands in reverse, a burden, but a burden worth having. And in reverse is learning how to overcome certain burdens. So I think it's just getting better about navigating certain things, like whether it's wanting to keep things more private or navigating his relationship with Kylie's family. There's been a little bit of hot gossip out there that he has been, or maybe this was, no, this was actually featured on the Kardashians. I haven't been watching I haven't watched the Kardashians in years. I used to be like a fan, but I haven't watched in years. I did see that I don't know, I saw some video that basically where someone was saying that I think it was Chloe that was talking about how Timothy didn't like to, like, come around the family, and, he's trying to make his name in Hollywood emperor card energy in a different field, and it does seem like he doesn't really wanna get involved in the whole Kardashian thing, and I don't blame him. Honestly, like, if I were his publicist, if I were his parent, if I were his sibling, like, I would be like, I think you're doing the right thing, definitely stay in your lane. Stay focused on what you need to stay focused on. The Kardashians definitely have a reputation for being a certain way, a little bit like pushy, especially Kris Jenner having their hands in a lot of different pots. And I do think with Pluto and Aquarius, the age of that working, it's just things are different now. And so I think that if he can have a more grounded, he and Kylie can have more grounded, less like a relationship that's less about manipulating the press and more about them having a real relationship and a real connection behind the scenes. I think that's important, and that does seem very counter to Kris Jenner's typical playbook, right? She usually likes to create a lot of drama for the press to stir things up. Like, remember Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, that was all in front of the cameras. And now in hindsight, we see that I'm not saying they weren't dating, but it was for the press as well. Like, it was to freshen up both their careers. So with Timothy, you can tell it's very different. He's not trying to do that. It's the opposite. A lot of the times Kylie is hidden in the back, or she doesn't walk the carpet and she just is in there later. So we can see that this is a very private type of relationship. And I think that 10 of Wands reverse is talking about them finding the compromises to overcome the things that in the past may have been holding their relationship back from progressing. Things like figuring out how to navigate the family, all that stuff. I like it, and I do think that one of the things that they've decided to do is keep things completely private, like, not talk about it at all, and he may have even been annoyed because he may have even let the people know before he walked the carpet, that he wasn't gonna answer any questions about Kylie. Maybe he was annoyed that they asked the question anyway. I mean, that does happen, and reporters do push. I will never forget when I used to cover the Dallas Cowboys for Spectrum on a show on Spectrum Cable, and, like, it was some of the questions, like, reporters would ask and the athletes would outright refuse, and rightfully so. Like, it was I don't know, they were downright rude, pushy, just wanting to get a certain story. I mean, it can be very cutthroat and brutal, so, I do understand why someone might just be like, I'm not dealing with it," not talking about it, and it might not have anything to do with Kylie. Okay. So, anything else about their relationship? Anything else? The hermit. Yep, you guys keeping things private. Oh my gosh. Keeping things private. The hermit card when the tarot tea is so dead on. Okay, well, moving on to my third and final couples story of the night. You guys have also been, side note, y'all have also been requesting that I do a synastry chart on Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. I'm definitely going to do that in a live stream with you guys this week. And we're snowed in right now. So we might be getting that sooner rather than later, like as in tomorrow. How fun. The fun thing about snow days is that you can't go anywhere. You have to just sit around and spill the tea. I like it. Sorry, no responsibilities today. I'm snowed in. Okay. So, the third and final story. I love this one, you guys, and we completely called it. Zendaya was spotted wearing a ring on that finger. Ooh, ah. Okay, so the last time we did a reading, on Zendaya, we got that she and Tom were going to make some sort of announcement. The engagement was a definite yes. They may keep it quiet for a little bit, but that it's happening or it has already happened. And the next time we hear from them, it will be some sort of announcement in the future. Like, what's next from them is an engagement announcement. Like, their card reading came through so clearly. And wouldn't you know, tonight she was spotted with a ring on that finger and what's obviously an engagement ring. We're going to pull some cards to get clarification. She didn't say anything about it, which that's exactly what we predicted here. But it's beautiful and she looked beautiful and so happy. Okay, here we go. So this is from Parade Magazine. Zendaya sparks Tom Holland engagement rumors with ring during red carpet event. The Challengers actress dropped jaws on the 2025 Golden Globes red carpet. She really did. She looked beautiful, and the ring is beautiful too. Oh my gosh. I loved her hair. I loved the color of the dress. I loved the emerald and diamonds. It looked like an emerald. It's either an emerald or some sort of turquoise stone around her neck. Really big, chunky necklace. Just beautiful. She looked great. So Tom Holland recently said he doesn't walk the red carpet with his girlfriend Zendaya because he wants people to focus on her accomplishments instead of their relationship. So nice. I really like their relationship. We definitely think that they're a match made in heaven. On Sunday, January 5th, Zendaya showed off another flawless red carpet look at the 82nd Golden Globe Awards at the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills, California. The 28-year-old actress wore a stunning burnt orange, ooh, yeah, it was Louis Vuitton ball gown with a dazzling diamond choker, but it was the sizable diamond on the ring finger on her left hand that really got everybody's attention. I mean, it was clear, you guys. It's obvious. Like there's no way that it's not an engagement ring. And the way she posed with her hands, like so proudly and sweetly, and like the look on her face. Oh, I've got to put the picture up. Like the look on her face, like makes you want to tear up. Like she's so proud. She's showing off both of her hands fully visible so that people know that she's engaged. Viewers immediately took notice. Now she is wearing 2 rings on both those fingers, but that's just to add you're not gonna put a ring on that finger. Yeah. Viewers immediately took notice of the ring's meaningful placement with engagement rumors spreading all over social media. Commenters on one Reddit thread were convinced the ring was Zendaya's way of letting the world know she and Holland are engaged. That's what I think. I mean, it's the perfect way that they would do this, like very behind the scenes, a little bit secretive, but then not like hiding it. They're not going to hide things. So she's obviously going to wear her jewelry to this event. So it just makes sense that people would know about it. But I just feel like it was, I don't know, just the perfect soft launch. This is the ring, someone else declared. She knows what everyone will think, and she was showing it off. She was. This is not her default pose. It was not. It's also got a gold band, and the rest of her jewels are platinum. It's really beautiful, you guys. Now, I will say this must be an engagement ring because if it was a wedding ring, you'd have like your wedding band as well. So I do think it's just engaged. But yeah, just really, really beautiful. So let's pull some cards because she's also not the type to do something like that for like a stunt. And she knows obviously if she has a ring on that finger, people are going to think that she's engaged because that's your engagement ring finger. And like I said, that's just not her way. She's not going to pull a stunt. I just really like her. I think she's very authentic. I think she's one of the few people, I shouldn't say that. Not few. One of like the handful or like a group of people in Hollywood that I do think are like genuinely just like decent, real, down to earth people who just happen to have a job that is acting and they do it because they are creative and they truly enjoy it and love it. Like not, the other group. I think there's like a couple groups. There's another group that could have started off as a love of the art, but they really are very much in it for ego. And those are the people that are like, you hear horror stories about them being rude to their assistants, rude to their waiters. That's just like a personality issue, right? So I just think that she is not the type to do a stunt. I think that this was meaningful, but let's pull some cards to be able to tell for sure. I don't know, just general cards on Zendaya's ring and the whole situation. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple more before I interpret. The Five of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Okay, one more. Also, guys, remember in the last reading, I pulled some cards that it didn't look like Zendaya was going to actually come back with Euphoria if Euphoria even happens. That one we did several months ago, and I saw an article where fans were complaining about how it's been postponed again. And I just made me think of that tarot reading that we did. I'm telling you guys, I do not think it's going to come back ever. And if it does, if Zendaya is even in it, it would be a very small part. Like, I think that she is making moves to get away from that. And stories are starting to come out that are backing that up. Okay, what else? The Fool. Yep. And then let's take this one. There's like a card sticking out weird. The Queen of Cups, you guys. and that was sticking out like so obviously. Okay, so here we go. Here's the story. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So there was one point where she felt like she really needed to focus on her career and on building. Oh, I should have goosebumps. Okay, confirmation on her career and on building a name like for herself. I know she was a child actor, and so that can be difficult. Typically those people are supporting themselves. Maybe they're even supporting family members. I don't know exactly what her backstory was, if it was like similar to Selena Gomez's or, a different story altogether. But whatever it was, there was this feeling from a young age, Page of Pentacles, from a young person, that she had to make money, she had to earn money, earning money from a young age, but also feeling like maybe there's like some fear around longevity in career. There's some fear around like, am I always going to be able to make money doing this? So I do think that she went through a period of time of a few years where she really had to hustle and work really hard. And that was like her main focus, was working hard, keeping the work front and center, because it was this need. Oh my gosh, so many goosebumps, you guys, like total confirmation. This need to establish herself. She's also a Virgo. That is a very Virgo thing to do. 100%. Like Virgos are very independent. They need to feel like they are in control of their own life, in control of their own destiny. That was her focus. So, Page of Pentacles in reverse, it was a little bit stressful for a moment there. Now she has overcome that, along with this feeling of the Five of Cups of feeling disappointed. So she did have some disappointments. I get more of like, this is getting emotional about your career, like maybe friendships that she had from her career, or business deals, or things that she thought were going to be a certain way that ended up going a different way, and having to deal with all of that behind the scenes. So I do think that with her career, those are the two that came in reverse. So something about earning money, feeling like kind of stressed about it, like really wanting to make sure you're making the right move so that in the long run, you're able to continue to sustain yourself and your family. Um, this is also having these feelings from a young age. And then that coming with the Five of Cups, emotional disappointment, some fears, like that coming together. It's just, this is like one of the themes that she's had to just kind of work through: self confidence, money, and kind of feeling like you have a lot of pressure on you to earn from a young age. So all of that kind of together. And then feelings of disappointment because people have let her down. Okay, but now we have, so those were in reverse. So those were the themes she was working on. She's in a new chapter right now, though, you guys, the Fool card. This is a whole new fresh start. Like she's done it. She's overcome the Page of Pentacles energy. She's established herself. She's overcome the Five of Cups energy. She's realized who's her real friend, who's not, who she wants to work with, and who has good intentions for her and who doesn't. And kind of finding herself and her authenticity and her voice in that process. Like we can say that that is done. The Fool card. Now it's time for a fresh journey. What is that fresh journey about? It's about the Queen of Cups. It's about love. It's about fulfillment. It's about happiness. And it's about feeling empowered, but also being a loving, happy, in love version of yourself. I mean, the Queen of Cups is in love. So this is very beautiful. And this makes so much sense. I think that a lot of this has to do with why I don't know why maybe we didn't see certain things happening in front of the scenes. I just feel like she's now in such a good place with the Fool card that she's ready to move forward in her personal life. It's like she feels like she's established enough, she's secure enough in her relationship, she's secure enough in her career to where she's ready to make that next step towards that greater commitment, engagement, marriage, all that stuff. So that is really sweet. And that makes so much sense. I'm glad she moved at her own pace. I think that we should all do things when we are ready and we all have different life lessons that we're working through. And I think it's great. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there is so much more tea to spill, but I'm going to leave it there for right now. And then we will be back with more videos. Like, I think we're going to have to live stream tonight. So if you guys are watching this Monday, we may be doing a live stream tonight to talk about some other like really big stories, things that happened, at the Golden Globes, but also Camila Cabello's new boyfriend. Like, there's just so much. There's so much. And I'm snowed in. So, like, what are we to do? But just, gossip a little. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to chat with you later on. And I just hope you're having the most amazing start to your week. And I'll see you in another video, probably, later on today. All right. Bye, guys.